Good morning, Hosho staff, students, and families. We're ready to start our day. Please stand. Put your hand on your head if you have a hat or a hood. Take it off. Place that right hand over your heart. Voices are off, bodies are still, and respectfully recite the Pledge of Allegiance together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, April 9th, and we are ready for some announcements. Hopefully you all had an opportunity to go onto the YouTube channel and listen to the new music that Mrs. Neff had placed there for us. So I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to play an excerpt, and you tell me the composer and the name of the piece. Okay, that's about 25 seconds of the piece. Tell me, who were we listening to? The composer is Antonin Dvorak, and the name of the piece is New World Symphony. Nice job. Okay, friends, we also have another piece that I thought we had listened to all of our music, but this one might have slipped through the cracks, and I'm not sure if we played it or not. So if we did, this is a little extra practice. If we didn't, I'm sorry we missed it, and we'll practice it today. Tell me what we are listening to and who the composer is. Okay, friends, what were we listening to? Did you say Beethoven's Ode to Joy? Nice job. Okay, friends, let's listen to a poem. This poem doesn't have an identified author. Somehow the author was lost throughout time when people hand down poems, or if this must be a particularly old poem, or sometimes people publish things anonymously, but this is an unknown author. It's one of our 4th grade poems. Monday's child is fair of face. So let's listen. Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. But the child that is born on the Sabbath day is fair and wise and good and gay. So what day of the week were you born on? If you know the date, if you have the date, you can ask your parents. If you don't know the year, sometimes our kindergarten friends may not know the year. Look it up, and you can tell me what day of the week you were born on. Mrs. Hillick is a Thursday's child. She has far to go. Not sure if that's good news or bad news, but that's the news. All right, so for artwork today, we have a piece behind my shoulder. Perhaps you can see that there. Let me scoot a little closer. This one's not from too long ago. Do you remember that piece? What's the title of it? Crack the Whip or Snap the Whip? And who is the artist? Winslow Homer. That's right. And he's famous for lots of his paintings that are of ocean scenes, and he lived not too far from where I lived. Again, different century, but close by to where I grew up. Okay, so no birthdays today. We do have some birthdays for tomorrow and for the weekend, but none for today. So let's move on to the Declaration of Independence, which was ratified on July 4th, 1776, and written by our third president, who was Thomas Jefferson. Nice. Now, families, parents, we don't want our students opting out. We want them to practice this along with me. So I need to make sure that everybody's ready to recite the Declaration of Independence together. Are you ready? When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Nice job. I hope you did that with me as best you could, if not the whole thing. And so, as a little reward, as a treat for all this hard work of following along with the Declaration of Independence and reciting it with me every day and listening to the announcements, I want to give you a little treat. So tomorrow, between 9:30 and 12:30, if you come by the school, as if you were going to come pick up your work packets, you may come by and pick up a free treat. Free pickles and popcorn. That's right, free pickles and popcorn. I know how popular they are. So all you need to do is just swing on by as if you were going to come to the school and pick up your work, and Mr. Green will be there to give you some pickles and popcorn. But we want to keep it a secret for only those people who are watching the announcements and who are doing their work every day. So if you've been watching the announcements, you watched it today, you've been practicing the Declaration of Independence with me, come on by for pickles and popcorn tomorrow, 9:30 to 12:30. You can also come get your breakfast and lunch at the same time, but remember to bring a bag because we are running low or have none. The world has gone low on all our lunch bags because every school in the country is now giving breakfast and lunch in a bag. So our readathon, don't forget that if you are continuing to read, you can earn certain prizes. So let's see, if you have 1,500 minutes read by May 22nd, you'll get a patriotic pencil and this cool eraser that we've ordered. If you are reading 3,000 minutes or more, you get to have a art kit or a science kit to work on at home. We also have 5,000 minutes. You can get a cinch bag. Here we have it right here. Whoop, cinch bag. Put all your books in. And we have decals for your car. They're not sitting right here in front of me. But we have a t-shirt that you can get at 10,000 minutes, free t-shirt. And then you can have a tablet if you're reading at least 12,000 minutes between the beginning of the readathon, which was March 1st, and May 22nd, our last day of school. So, and we'll also have a special prize for our top 5. So I think that's all we have for today. So make sure that you are helping out, being kind to people around you, and compassionate, following your parents' directions, working hard on your work, because even though we're not at school, school isn't really closed. We've just changed where we're having school. And so school is at your house right now until it can be safe for everybody to come back and work together. So that's all we have. So let's do our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. I hope you have a great day.